Hey guys, what is up? It's Tropics Wizard back with my top 10 Nintendo franchises. This was not an easy list to make since Nintendo has so many good franchises and I like them all. But, well, here's a few that didn't make it on the list. Number 10, Metroid. Now, you guys probably are thinking that Metroid is too low on the list. And I can hear you hitting the unsubscribe buttons right now, but wait a minute. I actually do like Metroid. I just like the 2D ones better than the 3D ones. Now, the 2D ones had this really great atmosphere to them. You're traveling through this world with trying to find your items and just trying to kill monsters, and you just don't know what's hiding around the next corner. Now, I know the 3D ones should open up the world and everything, but the backtracking was just too much for me in those ones. I mean, in this one, it makes it feel like it's all just one big level, but the 3D ones, you have to go to one side of the world and then to the other side, and it just wasn't for me. I know a lot of people like that way, but I just didn't like it that much. So if you like it, that's great. I'm probably just the weird one that actually thinks Federation Force looks kind of... Number 9, Pokemon. Yeah, I used to love Pokemon so much when I was a kid, and that love hasn't really gone away, but after 6 generations, I feel kind of worn out. Now, the first generation was great, obviously. The second one was better. The third was a nice change up. I love the fourth, and the fifth was great. But, well, the sixth, it just fell flat for me. It seemed like it was more of the same. The team seemed like lame. The region didn't really feel that creative or different, and everything just felt like the same old, same old. After Black and White changed up the formula a bit with making the team a bigger part and having a better story and whatnot, I just felt that 6 fell flat for me. I know lots of people hated 5, and I probably just have weird opinions about games, but Pokemon's a great series. You catch the little Pokemon in balls, you fight them, you beat gyms, you beat the Pokemon League, and you catch legendaries. It's just a fun experience from start to finish, and I always love Pokemon, even though now it's starting to get a little... Number 8, Punch-Out! Alright, what can I say about this series? Well, I obviously like it since I made a top 10 list about it, and it's in my intro. It's just a great series. It's fun to beat up the big guys. You can fight Donkey Kong in the Wii version, beating up Mike Tyson. You feel like you're taking down mountains. It's an awesome series. I love it. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7, Donkey Kong. Whether it's his awesome arcade game or his rare-made platforming games, DK always seems like the cool kid. Even his new games, the return games, seem almost better than what Mario is doing right now. Yeah, his rival from back in the old days. He always just has fun platforming, and it's just different enough to be cool and different from Mario. I always love the country games. The arcade games are great. Even those weird bongo games and the racing games and everything are pretty cool. The only thing that I wish they wouldn't do with Donkey Kong is keep making new Kongs. I mean, you got the Kong family, please stop making new ones. But that's just a small nitpick, and yeah, this Donkey Kong has always been the coolest guy around. Now please don't sue me for saying his name or take this video down. Thanks, Nintendo. Number 6, Fire Emblem. Alright, I can hear you now. You put freaking this Japanese bullcrap over Metroid? Well, yeah, I did. Because Fire Emblem is a great RPG series. RPGs aren't really my favorite style of game, but the tactical ones are great. And Fire Emblem is some of the best. I've started with Awakening, and I've gone back and played a few of the older ones, but just they have everything that I like. The freaking relationships, the friendship, it just adds so much deepness that when somebody actually dies in the series, you actually feel like it was maybe your fault, and that like you feel a connection with them, as opposed to like Final Fantasy when that girl dies. It's just like, well, yeah, but the game did that. Like when it's your own doing that kills your companion, that's just terrible and great at the same time, I guess. Fire Emblem is a fun series, and I'm glad they're getting represented in Smash Bros. Now. Number 5, Star Fox. Oh yeah, we're getting to the really good ones now. Alright, so Star Fox has always been a fun on-rail shooter. He started his adventures on the SNES, where his game was almost too big for its console, and then it had that great N64 version. And then they had Adventures, which was a bit weird, but I still enjoyed it. And then Assault, which was great, and ruined it with Command. But the new one looks great. I mean, flying around, destroying giant things with explosions is just so awesome. And who thought of this idea? Seriously, a fox riding around in a spaceship? It's so weird. He's so fun to play as in Smash Bros. I'm glad that he gets represented in other franchises, even though people kind of complain about his games a lot. I've always kind of liked him, the more quirky games like Adventure and Assault. And great games through and through. Tank battles are awesome, on foot battles are awesome, ship battles are awesome. Did I say awesome enough? Well, yeah, it's awesome. Number 4, Super Smash Brothers. Now you can tell that I like this series. I made so many videos on it lately that you're probably getting a bit sick of seeing it. But this is my favorite fighting game. I mean, it's not just the Nintendo characters that make it awesome. I mean, it is, but it's also the way that the fights play out. Most fighting games just like, alright, your health is gone, now you're dead. But this one, you always seem like you're in the action until you fall or get knocked off the screen. Even when you're like lower health than the other person, you can still turn the fight around. Final smashes are awesome. Using the items make it hectic and crazy. The new bosses that they added are awesome. I started this series playing Brawl and I liked it a lot. I've also tried out Melee before, and 4 is definitely the best. I mean, I'm probably going to get a bit of flack for that because, you know, people think Melee is the best, but 4 just added so much. It's great. I love this series. It's always fun to pick up and play with a friend. Let's go on to number 3, Kirby. Alright, I've liked Kirby for a long time. I've watched the entire anime, and I've been playing his games since I was like 4. He's always a great character. Sucking up enemies, using their abilities against them is a really fun concept. Even though some of his games are kinda easy, if you want to go for 100%, it can get a bit more difficult. Not to mention the boss rushes in the Shu Arena, I still haven't really managed to beat yet. Maybe I just suck at the games, but hey, it's some of the only games that I actually strive to get 100% on. Fun concept. I love Kirby. I hope that he keeps on rocking. Yeah, Rainbow Curse looks awesome. Number 2, Super Mario Bros. Now Mario's done a lot of epic stuff in his time, but I had to give the nod to his actual main series of platforming games. I mean, saving a princess from a dinosaur and running through an epic world stomping on goodness. The story ain't that complex, but the gameplay is always fun. And in the end, that's what video games are really about. What can I say about this series that hasn't really been said before? I mean, it's just one of Nintendo's main series. He's been around forever. He's the face of gaming. Awesome series. I love platforming, and yeah, I've already done a list on my top 10 games, so you should probably go check that out. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda. Was there any surprise here? I mean, come on, my name is Triforce Wizard, my profile picture is of Link. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old, and every new game in the series is awesome in its own way. Whether it's focused on puzzle solving, focused on dungeon exploration, or the quest elements. Obviously the ones on the home consoles are the best, as you probably know from my top 10 list. But even the handhelds have their own creative ways, like, even in 2D the series works. Triforce Heroes looks awesome, Wind Waker was awesome, Ocarina was awesome. I mean, I can't think of a game in the series that I actually didn't like. They could probably put Link in just about anything, and he could be great, but it's not all about Link. It's about the way that the game plays. And it's really fun. And in the end, that's what video games are about. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.